218 v.C., Rome ruled the Mediterranean. But Hannibal of Carthage had a plan. Instead of attacking by sea, he marched an army across the Alps. Snow, ice, brutal terrain, and he brought elephants. The Romans never saw it coming. Hannibal's gamble nearly broke Rome and made military history. Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we will be looking at when Hannibal crossed the Alps with elephants. But first, if you enjoy learning about ancient warfare, please subscribe for more content. The year is 218 BC first. Some background. For decades, Rome had been expanding its empire around the Mediterranean. But in the early 3rd century BC, a young general named Hannibal Barca led the Carthaginians to victory after victory against the Roman Republic. The Punic Wars, as they are known, were going badly for Rome. To make matters worse, Hannibal was threatening to take the war into Italy itself. The Romans were preparing to defend their homeland when word came that Hannibal had crossed the Alps with a large army and wore elephants. Hannibal's plan was, instead of attacking the Romans in the south where their navy was strong, he would take his army over the Alps and strike the heart of Italy. But how? The Alps were covered in snow and ice. The passes were narrow and the terrain was brutal. But Hannibal was undeterred. He led his army across the mountains and down into the Po Valley. The Romans had no idea what hit them. But why did Hannibal bring elephants? The Carthaginians had some of the largest and fiercest elephants in the ancient world. They were perfect for fighting in open battle. Their tusks and their sheer size made them deadly weapons. But elephants are not just weapons. They're also a symbol of power and intimidation. Hannibal knew that the Romans would be terrified to see these massive creatures thundering down the mountain path, and he was right. The Romans had never seen anything like it before. When the elephants arrived in Italy, Hannibal began his campaign against Rome. He won a series of victories against the Romans, and it seemed as though Rome itself might fall, but Rome was a tough nut to crack. Despite Hannibal's victories, he was unable to capture the city. Eventually, Hannibal's army was defeated by the Romans at the Battle of Zama. Hannibal was forced to flee to North Africa, where he lived out the remainder of his life. But Hannibal's legacy lived on. His crossing of the Alps remains one of the most audacious military maneuvers in history, and his elephants continue to amaze and terrify us today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and check out our other content. Thanks again for watching.